Oh,
Today we are with Doris, and it's November 12th, 2024. Doris is in Canada. What part of Canada are you in?
Toronto.
Toronto, yes. Nice city there. So tell me what happened.
Well, it was a wonderful bar mitzvah. The only problem was I had to keep my head turned. And I think I was just generally tense from the trip and coming up. And so it was turned in this direction. And now it's a little better. And can you turn off the recording for a moment?
Sure. Hang on.
Here
Start that again.
starts up here and goes straight down along those muscles and goes down to my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And if I try to turn, that's about it. And Tara has been massaging it, so has Yehuda, and everybody's had a chance at my neck.
So I want you to turn back where you were, and I can ask you to do a couple of movements. Okay, looking straight ahead. Make sure you're flat to me. You're square. Okay. Now, when you look down, do you have any pain?
Can I look down?
Yes, look down and tell me if you have any pain.
Yes, I can't look down.
Oh,
I'm like this, and I can go like that.
and what number of pain would you say that when you bend out,
If Oh, it starts like around 4 and 5 and goes up.
goes up to where?
9, 10.
Woo!
It's really, it feels like it's going to tear.
Okay, come back up. Now, can you look up?
Not all the way, but yes,
Is that easier?
yes.
What number of pain is that?
I feel it all across here, and that's like around a 5 or a 6, 5.
Okay, come back to center. Now, can you turn your head to the right? How does that feel?
Well, if I stay right here, it's down around 2 or 3.
Okay, and if you go farther?
It starts to hurt here. And it goes up to like 7, 8.
And the 7 or 8 is on the left side?
Yeah. And if I keep turning, it gets worse.
Okay.
And right now, my back is also sore.
So would you say it's coming from your neck and traveling down your back, or is it just the position?
No, it's the position.
So
Maybe
it's
I
not,
need a cushion. Maybe I need a cushion. It's too low.
okay, well. So you're sitting on a pillow, and now can you turn your head to the left?
Only this far.
Okay, so then it hurts on the right or hurts on the left?
On the left.
And what number is it?
Like here, it's around a 3 or 4.
Okay. And if you go a little further to the left, you
Then
can't
it
do it.
starts to hurt all over. It hurts here and there, and it goes up. Well, if I turn it just slightly, it goes up like 5 or 6, and if I go further, it really hurts.
Okay. Come back to center. Now, can you tilt your head to the right? How's that feel?
I feel on the left side something going straight up.
Okay, you're touching the center. Are you feeling it on the left or in the center?
On the left.
Okay, so when you tilt to the left, when you tilt to the right, you feel it on the left. Well, what number
Yes.
is it? When you tilt to the right, what number is it?
3, 4.
And where exactly you felt it in the back of your head? No. Listen to me. When you tilt your head to the right, you feel pain in the back of your head?
Yes, that's where the pain is.
Okay.
It's here and a little bit on the right side, from my neck to my head.
And what number was that?
Oh, 2, 3, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Come back to center now, tilt to the left.
That hurts here. And that's like also 2 or 3. And then when I go further, it hurts in here. And that's like 3 or 4.
Okay. So it seems like the worst thing is looking down.
Yes.
Don't look down. I'm not asking you to look down. I'm just saying the worst pain you have is looking down, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we need to get a roll of some cloth and have you lie on the floor so that your head is lying, your neck is on top of the roll.
I can't even get out of bed without pulling on this. How am I going to get down on the floor?
Is there a couch?
No, not where I am. There's just, I'm sitting on a stool and there's uh, a chair that rolls, but that's all there is.
Let's look at that chair that rolls then and see if you can sit in the chair and lay your head back. Oh.
Oh,
Where is that chair?
I don't think it's meant to roll.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can ask a
Are you
Tara.
on a laptop? Or are you on a computer desktop?
I'm on the laptop, but for some reason, Atara said I can't move it. I guess it's just the way the wires are. Let me see. There is a chair here. And she said I can't turn it, but I'm going to try.
There you go.
Is there a chair?
There's a chair, but unfortunately it has a pad at the head, exactly where you want to be leaning back, not leaning
Oh.
forward. You want to be lying
Oh,
back.
thank you.
Can he help us? Can he help you?
Yes, of course. But
Ask him if
Sarah.
you,
Oh, I
you
have
need
to
to lie
sit down.
down. You need to lie down on the couch with your head back. I'm speaking to you through my headset. I don't know if he can hear what I'm saying, because you can hear it, but he can't hear a thing.
Can you hear?
No. Do you want me to sit you down?
We need her to lie down on a couch
Put them on.
and with a roll under her neck.
No.
Is there a couch in that
hold on.
room?
Technically, you're on it. The screen is on it. I can move it to the other side.
Can you hear?
How big does the couch need to be? It's really couch lit.
She needs to lie down with her back flat on something and a roll under her head, not in that chair, which forces her
with
to.
those like massage roll things, like yoga tool.
Actually, you could take a towel. The bolster massage roll would be too fat. You need something that's about 2 inches in diameter.
Can you say that in centimeters, please?
Let's see, 2 inches in centimeters would be probably about 25 centimeters.
Okay.
Let me make sure.
I have to. I don't know if Grandma wants to lie down. Is it a must?
She needs to be in a position that she can arch her neck, because her pain is when she bends it forward.
Mm-hmm. So she needs to. Does she need to go like this, basically, or like this?
She needs to go like this.
Well, I was trying to do that for her the other day.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you can. Grandma, lay back. It goes a certain amount.
Oh, ask her if this is okay.
The thing is, I don't know if you are capable of holding this down.
Does it stay down by itself?
Are you letting go?
If you lift higher, Grandma, then I think your weight will hold this. But right now, you won't have the strength for it, I think. A little more. It's still too much forward. Still.
Yeah.
I'll sit you back up.
Wait. Let me try getting more of the.
Voila. Now you will just sit back up. It will fold you right back up. You're light like a feather.
Light like a feather. So maybe you could do some manipulations for me. I don't remember how to spell your name. Could you spell your name?
Don't worry about politeness. I don't give a S, as they say. I'm here with you. Tell me what you want me to do.
Well, I'm going to call you Jay because I know it starts with a J.
Good. It's Yehuda. But yeah, tell me, should I
Yehuda.
massage something?
It's not to massage, it's to position the neck in a curve, in a concave curve, so that her head is looking up.
I got you. So can I do that by pushing a little bit on the upper back upward?
Yes, you can, but you need to sit on something yourself so you're comfortable.
I'm very comfortable, believe me.
Very comfortable. How long could you stay in that position?
28 minutes.
28 minutes of what?
So your name is Yehuda, begins with Yehuda.
Yeah, but could you call me Beelzebub just for jokes?
So don't press
I told
on
her
her.
to call me Beelzebub.
Don't press on her forehead as much. Think about
Okay, so more lower back. I think I'm just lifting her lower back.
I don't want you to lift her lower back.
Not down to my lower back yet.
I want you to
Now
lift
you
her
are.
neck.
This hand.
Are you on
Lift
her
her neck.
The curvature, which is here, like she has 7 vertebrae.
That feels good.
She says it feels good, so I think I'm doing the right thing.
Yes, I can hear her speaking. Yes. So you want to reinforce the curve. Can you see my hand?
Yeah, I totally get it. It's
yeah. Your fingers
instead
are
of
here.
forward, backwards. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, now in that backward position, wait for her to breathe. Take a deep breath naturally without instructing her.
Gramala. Without instructing.
Without instructing. Just watch her breathing and see if she can release into your hands. Now you need to be comfortable.
No, believe me, I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that feel, Doris?
Doris, how do you feel? I'm quoting. Grandma, how do you feel?
How do I feel?
Yeah.
This is comfortable. I mean,
Okay,
my
good.
neck is stretched, but it's comfortable.
It's the neck stretch, but it's comfortable.
Okay, so I can hear her. You don't have to repeat what she says. Oh, so sweet. I can hear what she's saying. And now what I want you to do is your hands are like this with your fingertips in that arc.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see me?
Mm-hmm.
What I want you to do
Yeah.
is bring your fingers in a gentle rocking motion and sliding your fingers against her neck, drawing her neck, which will affect
To her
your
skull.
head. Yes.
So not away from not to the shoulders, but towards the skull.
Towards the base of the skull.
Towards the
Yeah.
base of the skull.
Because you're creating a traction. You're putting her in traction by pulling slightly. But you're also
There's a
pulling her.
count. So by pulling slightly, it's going to pull back down.
Going to pull back and up and then down. So you've got to maintain that curve as you're pulling up. You're pulling back and up.
I'm just a visual learner. I'm actually quite an idiot. You know.
You're doing very well. I could tell you have a good touch.
Yeah, I do. The massage lady in Lisbon glorified me in front of 20 people, saying that I was so
Nice.
good. I liked
That's
it.
nice.
Stroked my ego very nicely.
So this is the curve that you're doing
Yeah.
with your fingertips. And let's see. Here's my rendition.
Speaks fancy English.
Here's my rendition of her head at one end, and the direction of the force is into the base of her skull, but it's in a curve.
Could I tuck my ear backwards? Thank you.
Okay. So does she feel comfortable in that position?
Yeah, she looks very chill. Don't you?
What?
You feel chill?
Yeah, it feels very comfortable.
Good.
I think
Okay,
I think your lady here is very white because she said the word rendition. Rendition. I think it means drawing. Is it a white lady? Does it mean drawing rendition? What is
No,
it? What does it mean?
the sketch?
What is a rendition?
A rendition is the way of doing.
It's a way. Yeah, it's
Oh,
one of
how
ways.
you're
One of
doing
many
something.
ways
Is
to
she
do
talking?
something. Yeah,
I see.
one of many ways to do something with one of the
Okay.
renditions.
Okay. Re-addition.
It comes from ren, which has to do with come. I think this root is an R-E-N, which is different from R-E, which is a different root.
Right. So, okay.
Different prefix.
I didn't ever learn the prefix ren.
Well, that's
Means
a whole
way.
interesting conversation. So, but we won't go there. That'll
I'll
take
look
me
it up.
away.
Don't worry.
It'll take me
I'm
away.
smart enough to use the internet. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
So what I want you to do next, Yehuda, is to you want to feel that you have pebbles in your fingers. You're going to take the skull. It's not the pebbles in your fingers. It's pebbles in her skull. It's actually pebbles in her neck, where she has what's called the facets.
Your back hurting?
No.
The facets are part of the vertebrae on the side of the neck. Let me get a vertebrae for you. And they are caught on each other. So,
Mademoiselle. One sec. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Going to get the vertebratus.
Tyler, can you reach up and grab my box of bones?
You
Box
sound
of
like a
bones?
witch.
No, the big one, you need 2 hands for that. It's a really heavy
Sounds like a
box.
witch. She's talking to someone and she says, "Can you grab my box of bones?"
Yes, I have my
Lady,
bones.
I'm getting very scared of you. You are terrifying.
You have a French accent.
Me, always, especially when I'm nervous.
Thank you, sweetheart. Okay,
I told her I have a
so
French accent when I'm nervous.
I have the vertebrae.
What are you showing me? This is like a real human?
This is like a what?
Like a real human.
A human, yes.
A white human.
Human. Okay, so
All right.
this is the top of the vertebrae.
Uh-huh.
There are 7 vertebrae.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3. This one is twisted.
Ima, Mamichka.
She's probably
I
upstairs.
just want a photo. It's such a funny scene.
What?
I just wanted a photo. It's such a funny scene. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so this is the very
I was
top
just having a
vertebrae.
normal day.
This is the very
I
top
was having a
vertebrae.
normal day.
And
Then
you're
you
still
two
having a
white
normal day,
ladies
but
just called me into this situation.
yay, you're our hero.
I'm
Here's
a
the
hero.
first.
Okay,
I'm expecting you to pay attention now. So
I am. Okay, I'll be a
1,
good boy.
1,
Hmm.
2, 3, 4, and this one is turned around. 5. And this is exactly what's happened with Doris, is that the vertebrae are twisted. And
Uh-huh.
so what I want you to do is untwist them. Now, they're twisted here on the side. And you have to lift.
I feel good, Grandma.
You have to lift the
Did it? Yes.
vertebrae and turn it around to the other side so that it's called the facet joints. This is a facet joint, this surface, and it's supposed to be moving with the other joint above it. And
Ma'am, I can't do that. That's terrifying.
well, you don't have to do it really. You just want her to breathe into it,
And it will happen.
It'll happen if it's ready to happen.
What did she
So
say?
So your vertebrae will adjust itself if it's ready to happen.
If it's ready to happen,
So
but you're going to help it because your fingers are going up, and then you're going to bring one hand higher to the less painful side. So she has less
what is the
pain.
less painful side?
What?
Ask her.
What is the less painful side?
I can't understand the word.
Which
world?
side hurts left?
Which side hurts less?
Which side hurts less? Less?
Mhm.
She can turn her head to the right farther than she can turn it to the left. So the left is worse.
Oh, at the moment it's this side.
She says this is the side that hurts less.
Usually it's this side.
Well,
But
then you
usually
feel
it's
it
this side.
with your fingers and just gently and very slowly, and with your breathing, see if you can tilt it a little, not tilt, but rotate a little to the side and see if it hurts. That's too fast. It's too fast. You take one breath of your own as you tilt it, as you breathe in, and then as you exhale, you come back to center. It's a minute movement, maybe 1/4 of an inch.
Mm-hmm. Grandma, you always tell me how it feels, okay? Something
Yeah,
doesn't
it
feel
feels
right.
okay.
Yeah, but yelp if it doesn't feel right.
Oh, yes.
Okay, same thing. Is this about the speed that you want to go and you're fast? You're too fast. She needs to breathe in between each movement, and you need to breathe with her.
Okay, Grandma, so we're going to breathe together between each movement, okay? That's important. And I'm going to go slower now. And I'm going to pull up, you say,
When
on one of the
someone's pulling
sides.
up, now you've got a slight traction. Oh, maybe less than a pound of traction. I would say like a couple of ounces of traction.
I know she always.
No, you can't use American language.
Oh, okay.
I'm not American enough. You said ounce and pound. What I hear is please, blah, 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 please, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't mean anything.
What is your weight in liters?
Euro style. Yeah, all the Euro stuff.
What
Not
is
English. Europe, like
kilograms?
Italy.
kilograms.
Yeah,
Well, a
yeah.
kilo is almost twice a pound.
Kilogram. Yeah. Okay. So a very small number of kilograms.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to feel that you're shifting just a very tiny amount side to side, and go to the
I
side that
got
doesn't.
it. So
Yeah.
I think I got it. It's supposed to just be like pleasant touch. It basically doesn't do much.
Well,
Just
it does
when
a
you're calming
lot if you
someone
know
down
what you're doing.
and they're
Yeah.
nauseous.
Yeah, you could say it like that, but you're actually working on the joints. You're actually working on the facet joints. You're actually working on the vertebra where they connect.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's not fair that you have these problems. Not fair, Grandma. I think the devil made the world.
What is your
That's
native language?
unbelievable.
What was your first
Well,
language?
first I spoke English, but then I quickly learned German, and then I grew up in Hebrew.
Wonderful.
Oh, it's a little mess. It's a little mess. No, but my English is a little rusty now because I don't really live in English daily. So I lived in Portuguese for a few years and German, so I'm a little confused.
I see.
Yeah.
And now I just want you to
Yeah.
focus on the side that has more ease.
But you just need to tell me, is it the book side or the fireplace side?
Oh, I think it's the fireplace side. She said that's
This
her
more.
left side, right?
Which hurts more, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she said it's now hurting more on this side, but generally it was hurting more on this side.
No, generally it was hurting more on the fire side.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. Usually it was hurting here.
Okay.
And now it's hurting more here.
Okay.
Well,
Just
no,
with your
nothing
finger.
is hurting at the
Hey,
moment.
Okay.
wait, nothing is hurting at the moment.
Isn't that great? So you've lifted
Does that
enough.
mean that she has to sit like this a lot also? Like, is this a good position?
Well, it is a good position, but she needs to be able to sit up at some point. Her vertebrae are on top of each other in a funny way, so they're twisted. And when you extend, when you pull, like you were pulling, you separate them a bit, and then you can
And then they have a chance to readjust.
Yes.
Are they kind of smart and fall back into place?
If you give them the right cue.
So if I give them the right cue, they fall back in place.
If you give them the right cue,
Yeah.
Not IQ, Q. Hint.
CUE.
Yes. And so now the way you had your fingers, you were pointing down. This is another move. You could point down and feel the edge of the vertebrae with your fingers and see if they're on the same plane, if they're symmetrical, or if one side is higher than the other side. What did you say, Doris?
That's good.
What did you say, Doris?
I said, I hope there is something at least slightly symmetrical.
It does seem so, actually.
So are your fingers at the same level on the left side and the right side?
I'm actually curious. Yeah. I'm actually curious if we solved it.
Well, it's too soon. But keep going down and use your fingers on both sides and see if they're on the same plane, horizontal plane.
Okay, so there's one here. Okay. Can you show me on you where your lowest vertebrae is that we're working on your neck? No,
on my neck? On me?
Yeah. I think that's easier for me to understand intuitively because I'm not really inside the skull.
Okay. So
there you go. I'm very good at copying directly. So because I'm a painter, whatever you do, I can copy.
Okay. So this is the first cervical vertebrae.
Okay.
It's just under the ears.
Yeah.
Then you go down, you can feel for the second one. Then you go down. There's a lot of muscle tissue in there.
Yeah, so I found the muscle tissue, yeah.
Then you go down again, you get to number 4.
Feels like,
And your fingertip is important in feeling that. And then you go to number 5. And if you take it, you can actually grab it and turn from here. It'll turn your neck. I don't want
I
to.
think I get the idea. Like you have to create opportunities for things
Yes,
to loosen up and sit.
yes, and then keep going down to 5,
Uh-huh.
and
But
then
that's
to
because I
6,
pressed.
and then to 6.
Mhm. Where are you? You look like some fancy Harvard professor.
I'm in my fancy
One of the
apartment on the Upper East, on the Middle East Side, Midtown East in Manhattan.
that's why. You're not really normal American. You're like
I know.
on that ship that could fly to Europe. Like you guys could live like somewhere like near Ireland, between England and Ireland. It would fit you guys, I think. I don't know.
I think I want to spend more time with you. You're fascinating.
Me? Really? Me? She says I'm fascinating. Thank you. Americans can be quite direct.
They're very direct. I'm very
Yeah,
direct.
Germans are not. I'm surrounded by Germans, and like lately, it's pretty
I'm
much
partly
hilarious. I went to
German.
the
My
dentist.
my name is German.
Yeah.
My
What's your
father's
last
side
name?
is German. Vogeler,
Vogeler. Vogel, like birder. You're a
like
birder.
birder, one who does birds.
Birder. Her last name is Birder. Vogeler.
Bird.
Yeah, Vogel.
You're not
Vogel.
saying Berg. You're saying bird.
No, Vogeler. Like, yeah, like a birder. Sheepler. Huh. I don't know. I'm so out of it today. No, I'm having a little bit of culture shock, and I'm shocked to see my family. I haven't seen them in a long time,
How long?
and also like something like 5 years, like almost five
Woo!
years. Yeah, and I've been like living in Portugal and Austria, so many places that by now it's like I've internalized a lot of other culture, you know. And I was never
Wow.
really very integrated here, so I'm like also like, where am I? A little bit. I was always going between this Jewish ghetto and the leftist school. So I was going between this far right, what they would call the leftist, and the far left, what they would call here, the school.
Wow.
And
Wow.
yeah, so I'm disoriented. I don't really know where I am. Not
So you were
entirely.
in school, you've been in school for 5 years?
I was before long, but I've been out of Canada for like 9 years. But before that, I was in Montreal for a while, in Israel for a while. But this city is, yeah, I used to know it to some degree, but I knew only certain spots, and those spots are not my spots anymore. So it's like I don't really get it.
But
I
what's
like,
your
you know, in the
field?
sense that
What's your field? What do you do
I
with your
studied
life?
painting. I studied painting. That was what I did. Studied
Wonderful.
painting, but I'm white and a Zionist, so I'm not that beloved this moment. And I'm male, you know. And I was in the art school, so they might as well have put me on a sacrificial altar and drank my blood with some cool ritual, you know.
So I'm
Like
glad that you've carried on despite those challenges. It's
things
important.
are so extreme now in North America, so
Yeah.
extreme.
So
Like I sit in
terrible.
Portugal with like one fascist guy, one gay guy who's not really a leftist, and myself, an Israeli guy, and the fascist guy knows some Zionists and knows some Arabs, and we're all just sitting and having our coffee on his bill, and I just met him an hour ago, and he's the boss of the restaurant, and we're just laughing our asses off about everything, you know, no reverence, you know, no particular like sweet censorship, you know, just talking. And the main idea is you gotta love people, not
That's
the
great.
politics.
That's great. Now I want you to love your tissue that you're touching now. Like I
Uh-huh.
love your grandma's tissue. And I want you to
Grandma, we love
feel
your tissue.
we
What?
do. I
We love
want you
your
to
tissue.
slow your hands down.
I don't know what you're saying.
We love you, so we love your tissue. You
It
don't get it?
sounds like you love my issue.
Your tissue.
My tissue?
Your tissue. This is tissue.
Oh, tissue.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me, I'm listening.
So now I don't want you to go back and forth. That's too fast. Yeah. I want you to take your time and knead the muscle. Now we're going to shift into the muscles, and you can grab this muscle that goes down the side of the neck.
You like that?
Too
No.
fast. Too fast.
It's tickling her.
Too fast. You're going to squeeze the muscle just a little bit and pull it away from the bone.
That's good, yeah?
That's it. That's better. Make sure she's not holding her chin up. Let her chin
Don't hold
drop.
your chin up. Let your chin drop. Voila. Voila.
And you just now take the base of your fingers and work down the muscle. Starting at the ears, work down. Starting behind her ears.
Mm-hmm.
You're not behind her ears. You may think you're behind her ear. There you go. On your right hand is behind her ear. The left hand is not behind her ears. Come up higher with your left hand. A little
I see
higher.
where you are now. Oh, okay, here.
That feels good.
She says it feels good.
Okay, so hold that. Don't rock her head.
Just hold it, a little pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ask her to breathe?
Yes.
Yeah, you should breathe. Do some hippie breathing.
Press harder.
Harder.
She presses very hard.
Okay.
So now what I want you to do is gently turn her head over your left hand. Keep your left hand where it is. It should be focused into the top vertebrae.
That's cool stuff, Grandma. Just don't forget to breathe. And tell me what feels good.
And then come back.
Well, I'm moving more, but it's still sore.
Stay in the center. Stay in the center.
Further.
She says she's moving more.
Yeah, I can hear her.
But it's still
sore.
Still painful, but it's not cramping.
Okay.
Yay.
So, Yehuda, you're going to do the same thing. What you're doing is it's like you're taking a glass of water. Your left hand is steady, and you're pouring her head over into the glass, and then bringing her head back very slowly like that.
Should she feel the pull in her shoulders a little bit as I do it?
Very slight.
I got you. Yeah.
Less than 2 in terms of the pain scale. 1 to 10, 2 is very small. She shouldn't.
Yeah, I get it. It's a very soft pull.
Make sure you don't go past center when you come back. Thank you. That's it. So we're only working the left side.
Mm-hmm. I'm pouring this head. Grandma,
Yes.
pour your thoughts out.
Give her time when you come back to center to breathe, and
Just
before you
breathe in
start the
the
next
center.
one.
Before I go to the next. Grandma, isn't this awesome? All this love you get, all this care.
Definitely.
I hope when I'm your age, it's not like World War VIII and nobody cares about anyone.
You hope when you're my age, it's not what?
But I hope I have descendants, at least through Shalom. My brother.
Yes.
I'll need some love.
Okay, let's bring her up to sitting and see how she feels in a vertical position. You can take a
Here
break.
goes
Then
nothing.
we're going to do the other side.
I'm waiting.
Sure.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wait, because you just got up. Give it a second. Hey, wait. Smell my mint.
Which one is this?
Cocaine.
The what?
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
I love doing cocaine with Grandma. She's very punk, secretly.
It's not as strong as the other.
Shake it up a little. Let's just breathe in. Really nostril it. Like it's worth 80 euro.
Is it a mint? What is it?
Yeah, it's mint, yeah. This is very good against nauseousness. It wakes you up, makes you really alert. I think it's the elixir of youth and breath. It's Japanese healing oil from Germany.
A Japanese healing oil from
Yeah,
Germany.
they plant it in it's Karlsruhe, Karlsruhe, where the High Court of the European Union. Okay,
Okay, let's see how you feel now. Turning your head to the left.
turn your head to the left.
Yes. How's that feel, Doris?
Dorale, how does it feel?
It goes further
Hmm.
and it's not as painful. It just is kind of on the outside. It doesn't feel like it's all the way in.
The
Okay,
pain
so
is more superficial and less on the inside.
so I want to do the next movement, which is will be on her
Hmm.
right side. So if you can bring her back
Okay,
down.
Grandma, we're going down to the gates of hell. Can I put on ominous music now?
Does that bother her? Does that bother you, Doris?
Are you okay, Grandma? Yeah, she's all right. She looks all right. She's still smiling at the joke, so that's how I
Okay,
can tell.
so you have a different force now. You're going to work on the side of her neck, on the right side. I'll
Can I
show you
massage
what.
her shoulder for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, I just think that would be nice for her for a second, because all this sitting is on a different angle.
Yeah. Does that feel good, Doris? Looks good.
Doris, how you feeling? Feeling good?
It feels good.
Yeah.
So as a painter, did
And
you
that,
ever paint bodies? Did you do anatomy?
yeah, we did, yeah.
Okay.
But at the time, when we were doing anatomy, I was just some like little traumatized kid who had very weak concentration,
Oh,
and I wasn't quite ready. I'm much more rational now, much more capable of anything. Like in
okay.
general, everything I did back then was, I would describe it as a drunk person attempting something. You know,
So it
you
sounds
get the
like you have
difference.
ADHD.
Yeah, I do, but it's much better, much better now.
Yeah, it gets better when
Much
you're
better.
older. Yeah, my son has
It's
ADHD. I've got a lot of
it's
experience with
age.
it.
Yeah, it's age and it's also culture. I mean, those boring Germans really taught me how to focus, because they're not like so, you know what I mean? They're not so emotional based thinkers. So I just had to learn that, you know, life is also a bit dry. It's not always so fascinating.
Yeah, so we look at bodies in my background in terms of whether there's a thinker body or a feeling body, and those people that are rounder and have more fat and are more bosomy or more
Hmm.
round are more emotional thinkers.
Man, in America, you'd get canceled for that just by like thinking about the minority groups around her. Right? How do you even speak in America?
Yeah, we were all a little bit of everything. Well, now that Trump's in charge, I don't know how we're going to manage that.
I don't think it helps. Either way, it's not going to work. You got to change the whole thing. Really, that's
You
what
and
I
me
believe
both.
so far.
You and me both. So
Yeah.
now, she's when you're ready,
Uh-huh.
I want you to use your right, your thumb that's on the other side, the thumb that's close to the
My
window. Yeah,
my window thumb. Okay.
your window thumb. And I want you to, she's lying down on her back right now. And unfortunately, this doesn't curve the way it needs to curve, but here in effect is the curve this way. And
Hmm.
you need to put your thumb in between each vertebrae and pull downward towards towards the floor, right where that vertebrae is
It,
twisted.
so in essence, I'm being a force of gravity,
Yes. In essence,
and so I'm going like this.
yes, in that plane. But you're going slowly and you're feeling the tissue. Is there anything catching? You're about the speed that
So is
I'm
it
doing it.
is the tissue pinched between the bone kind of question?
It's the vertebrae that's caught instead of it being free to smooth to roll side to side. One
Hmm.
part of it is stuck behind the other part. And that's
Hmm.
where you have to kind of get the muscle to release so the bone can go back into place. And there's also ligaments that attach to it.
I want to ask you something. Um, Is there like a daily morning yoga practice that she could be doing?
Not now,
Even if,
but
no.
not now. This is the yoga practice that you're doing with her.
Yeah, I understand that this is that. I'm just no, because I knew a lady in Japan who woke up and she would do 3.5 hours of yoga every day
Mm-hmm.
just to enjoy her health in
Mm-hmm.
general, to really
Mm-hmm.
enjoy her. And she's grandma's age, even more, maybe quite a bit more already. She wasn't always doing yoga, but turned out that it was worth it for her. So she listens to audiobooks and and just knows her routine.
It'll be great for Doris.
Classical music.
Once this pain is off, is out of, she's been doing exercise every day with somebody
Oh yeah,
online.
been doing
Yeah.
exercise every day. Okay.
So if she wants to do more, it'd be fabulous.
If you want to do more exercise, it would be fabulous.
So now I want you to move from her shoulders
I'm
to
quoting.
her specific
You're
work.
quoting. I
Yeah.
see.
Please do her neck on the right side. Okay, right now you're
Yeah.
back on her shoulders. Can you move to her neck?
No. My hands are on her shoulder. My sons are doing the plucking.
Okay, I need you to support her neck on one with your fireside hand and use your right thumb to stroke down on the right.
Mhm. Gotcha. Between.
Yes,
Fantastic.
between the vertebrae. Tell me how that. Ask her how it feels. How's that feel, Doris?
Grandma, how's it feeling? This. Does it feel
I want you to
relevant?
go higher. I want you to go
Feels-
higher, the base of her skull. Do it from the skull now.
That she likes.
It feels like it's a guitar string
Yes,
and you're pressing against it.
Feels
good.
like a guitar string that I'm pressing against.
Yeah, I heard her say it. Yeah,
Ah.
that's exactly right. You're plucking the
Okay,
guitar
good.
string.
She says you're a poet.
Now go higher up onto the base
Also-
of her skull because she's feeling pain from up here where the suboccipital muscles attach.
Yeah. Big word, big word.
The muscles under the skull that attach the neck to the head.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Gotcha.
They go
Hey,
from
I'll tell
here.
you an interesting word since you're Vogler.
Yes.
Fein, Finger, Spitzgefühl.
Fine finger Spitzklicker.
Gefühl. So fine
Gefühl.
finger, point, feeling.
Is
That
that a
means to
single word?
understand. That means, yeah, of course it is. It's German. It's a single word, but it's really four. But we'll pretend it's one. But it means the special sensitivity at the end of your finger.
Oh, I love that.
Fine Finger Spitzge. Of course you do. It's your profession. Fine Finger Spitzgefühl.
You'll have to send that to me. Write it down for me, okay?
I'll write it. Yeah.
Just send
Fine
that to me.
Finger Spitzgefühl. Fine Finger Spitzgefühl. Fine Finger Spitzgefühl. Fine Finger Spitzgefühl.
You have to sing that
Finger.
so much slower because your
Fine.
vibration is much higher than hers. You have to match her vibration.
Yeah,
You have
I
to
get it.
slow down.
I'm ADHD with Ritalin, but yeah, I get it.
Your ADHD is beautiful and Ritalin is helpful and your energy is great. But with your grandma, you have to match her.
Grandma, I have to match your energy.
You have what?
I have to match your energy. You have to be a symphony.
You have to be a symphony.
Therefore, I must act slower.
That's right.
You're a blower,
Slower.
slower.
Yeah, my movements can't be too youthful. You know, I have to be responsible.
Symphonies are responsible for what?
I'm gonna whisper. I just have to slow down. That's the main message. Don't worry about the poetry.
Okay.
It failed on you because you didn't hear me. Now it's too late.
Okay, so you're taking your right thumb or the thumb of the
Yeah.
window and you're stroking down. Did you go to the back of the head here? Did you do that?
Yeah.
And then did you go to the next level? Did you do that?
I'm going to do it.
And then you're going to work your way down 7 times.
All right.
But you're not using your thumb because you're not
All right.
using enough pressure. Gotta
If
use
I'm
your
not my
thumb.
thumb,
Fine finger, whatever that word is.
fine finger. Spitz means point, edge. Like the
Spitz,
top of a mountain is the spitz, the summit,
spitz.
the peak. Spitz in also in Hebrew, it just means the point.
Or is that
Fine
Hebrew?
finger. No,
Fine
it's
finger?
German, but no, spitz, spitz. So fine is obviously fine, like a fine thing, like a fine product. Fine finger, finger is finger. Spitz
Fingertip.
is point. Fingertip, tip. Spitz is tip. And Gefühl is feeling.
How do you spell?
Gefühl.
You gotta send me that spelling.
Gefull.
Gefull. Gefühl.
Gefühl. Fine
Gefühl.
Fingerspitzgefühl. I'll say it with an American accent. That will make it clear how to spell it.
Oh, okay.
Feine Finger Spitzgefühl. It's like a southern accent. Fine Fingerspitzgefühl.
Fine
Finger
finger.
Spitz
Spell that.
SP but SITZ. Spitz. But you probably should spell it SCH. Spitz
No.
for her so she can read it.
Oh,
Hi, of course not. But in English you wouldn't
yes.
spell
Or,
Spitz that way.
right.
Yeah, so SCHPITZ.
Yep.
Spitz. Gefühl with a U with two dots on it.
What's the first part of that? Für?
G.
G?
GE.
G-E?
FU with two dots. LL.
Gefühl.
Yeah, but it's Gefühl. You have to sound like you're like some kind of guttural Cro-Magnon German. Yeah. Cro-Magnon talk.
Gefühl.
Guttural.
Gefühl.
Yeah, Feinfingerspitzgefühl. Genau.
Fine finger Spitzgefühl.
Yeah, much better. You're close. Yeah.
And that means, what does that mean?
So it means the sensitivity at the end of your fingers, but it means subtlety, really.
Oh, that's perfect.
Because you can say it in many situations, right? Speak with Feinfingerspitzgefühl would still have, would make sense. Like handle it with care. Good motor skills.
Wow.
Sensitive motor skills.
Wow.
That's cool language. We should fuse it with English.
Wow.
If it weren't so political. It would be a great idea.
Oh, that's great.
But the Anglos and the Germans insist on fighting, so we're not going to do that wonderful project anytime soon. But it is really a good idea, linguistically speaking.
What are you finding with your thumb?
Lots of stuff, but in general, I think it should be melting things a bit. I'm sometimes going to the other finger just because of the angle.
Okay, do you feel any of those, like this pebbles in the way, which represent the bones?
The thing is, I have to compare it to the other side to get a real sense of things. Yeah.
That's sensitive there.
Does it feel good though?
Yeah.
All right.
Stay with that. Stay with that sensitivity till it's till it's reduced.
Gotcha. Mamichka, kannst du ein Foto machen, bitte? Ima, kannst du ein Foto machen? What the heck are you throwing at me? Ima, can you make a photo, please? It's so fun. Oh, she already did.
Oh, really?
You took a photo of you working on your grandma?
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Not every day I can help. I'm usually on the other side of the pond.
I will take a screenshot.
On Snow Monkey Island. That's a term from the far right that I think is very funny. They say jungle monkey, snow monkey, sand monkey. And since I like evolution, I think it's pretty funny. Like snow monkey, jungle monkey, It also makes sure we all know we're monkeys, as opposed to some of us are human and some are monkeys. So I like it. It's quite funny, you know?
That is very funny. Yes.
There you go. 1 second. Oh my darling,
That's
oh
too
my
fast. That's
darling
too.
Valentine.